Hi and welcome to All About Ferrets. My name is Mark and I'm the person behind the camera. And the other person who is always hiding behind the camera is my wife. Her name is Dora, but she is simply camera shy, so I'm sure you know Cinnamon. He is also camera shy, that's why you can see him running away. He always runs away. There he is. And of course you know the other star of the show. There is Sassy. So this is my very first video. And why is it a first video? Because for years I wasn't too sure about my accent, so I didn't know how it's going to be accepted, but I've decided to finally give it a try. So in the very first video we wanted to say why ferrets are excellent source of emotional support. Because that's basically why we get our first ferrets. We were living our normal lives and pandemic has happened. We wanted to get a dog because we both are dog people, but unfortunately our landlord didn't agree, so we had to think about the alternative. My wife asked me if I want to have ferrets. At first, I didn't even know what ferrets are. I thought that they were domesticated squirrels. Ferrets are so much more than that. You can play with them, they are happy to be with you. So at first, our landlord said that he doesn't want us to have ferrets, but then we convinced him, so he gave us the disclosure. In our agreement, he said that the ferrets cannot exceed 2 pounds weight. Right now, we feel like Cinnamon may be over this weight, but our landlord knows about that, and he still decides that we can have our ferrets. And I think Cinnamon is quite happy with that. So why would I say that ferrets are more than just domesticated squirrels? They are intelligent, they can bond, and once they bond, they want to spend time with their humans all the time. Like for example, Sassy is around us all the time. Wherever we go, she wants to go, and she definitely wants to go where she cannot go. And what I mean by that is she is intelligent enough to know that there are places that we do not allow them to go. Like for example to our bedroom, because there is carpet on the floor. And as soon as we open our bedroom door, she runs and she wants to go to the bedroom along with us. She just knows. Also, you may know that your ferret has bonded with you if she is running after you all the time and she wants to look you straight in the eyes, like Sassy is doing right now. And if she looks you straight in the eyes, that means she is looking up to you, or she wants to play with you, she wants you to give her food, or she wants you to go inside your sweater. Yeah, they love to go inside the sweater. So ferrets can be great companions. They are intelligent enough that they know that you are calling them by their name. And they are also intelligent enough to run away from you if they don't want you to catch them. Another positive thing about ferrets is that ferrets sleep a lot. As you can see, it's throughout the day and they sleeping. Or it can be negative depending on your personal circumstances. They can sleep about 18 hours per day. They would wake up early in the morning and then go to sleep throughout the rest of the day, to wake up in the evening, play with you, and then go to bed. So you have only short amount of time to catch them, play with them, and to spend some good quality time with your pets. Another big realization for us when we brought our ferrets home was that ferrets are exotic animals. So what exotic means is they are natively from another part of the world than the United States. They say that ferrets are originally from Europe and they were domesticated about 2000 years ago. So I can understand being from Europe. And as an exotic animals, Sassy and Cinnamon have to go to the vet very regularly. They do have to take their vaccinations. They have to have their checks up, and we have to be very careful with the food we are feeding them. They definitely do take a lot of work, even though they are very small animals. And quite frankly, they do go to the doctor much more often than I personally do. So be aware, be advised, if you own a ferret, the medical bills can very quickly add up. As a new ferret owners, we had to ferret-proof our house. We had to look into every single corner of our house, make sure that every single hole where they can get in and never get out is closed, sealed, to make sure that we are providing safe environment for our ferrets. Also, we had to make sure that Sassy and Cinnamon have a place to stay. So we provide them with the big cage that is about my height, and they have plenty of room to stay in there at night and throughout the day. So once we had our cage set up, we had to provide them with the balanced diet to make sure that they have all the nutrition they need. Ferrets are very picky eaters. Cinnamon here, for example, only eats freeze-dried rabbits, and Sassy here also loves freeze-dried rabbits. He also loves junk food. So for example, he would eat bananas or potato chips, but we make sure he is not getting any of it. Except of that, she is also eating freeze-dried pigs. She's not eating much more. So we had to make sure that whatever we purchase, they will eat. So once we've purchased Cinnamon and Sassy and brought them from the pet store to our house, we had a lot of fun, but we had to also mention that they weren't bonded with us for the very first 4 to 6 months of spending the time with us. In that case, speaking of ferrets as emotional support animals, they are great emotional support animals if you are willing to spend time with them and wait for them to bond with you. It's like with every other type of relationship. You have to be willing to spend time and work hard, and then you will have desired outcome. So what helped us? We had to learn their behaviors. We had to learn how they communicate, and we had to learn to respect their boundaries. We also had to give them enough sleep. So once we did all of that, Cinnamon and Sassy started to give us an emotional support and show us the appreciation that we've earned. In our case, it took us few months of continuous interaction with them and spending regular, good quality time with Cinnamon and Sassy for them to start to accept us as their owners. It was definitely a lot of hard work, but it was also a very rewarding experience. So how did we learn about ferrets? We had to research the internet. We found some great resources, for example on Reddit, and also here on YouTube. Two of the great YouTube channels about ferrets are Emzotic and Modern Ferret. I'm sure you know them both by now, but just in case I will link them down in the description below. Okay, so it's time to wrap up this video. Why do we love our ferrets? Because they are very playful and social. They keep us busy, they are affectionate and cuddly, and also quite low maintenance because they sleep 18 hours a day. They also have their own unique personalities. Sassy over here, she really loves to spend time with us and she is running after us and she wants to be noticed. Cinnamon over there, he wants to be independent and he also wants to spend time by himself. So that will be the end of this video. Let us know how you liked it, and also if you have any questions about Cinnamon, Sassy or ferret ownership, please make sure you will ask that in the comments down below.